shorty so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing and say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys come in on a 2-game skid, hoping to turn things around. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. And off we go from Denver. Oh, what a move. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 55. That's good.
To throw, here's Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now run straight ahead to Warren. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They go play action with Willis. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. Herbert off the play action. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
He's got room to roam. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton, 36 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers.
Play action. It's Herbert. Pass complete to Addison. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal, Los Angeles.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Warren with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Nifty move. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the option, here's Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 92 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The convention.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
On the give, it's Warren. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Herbert. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Herbert. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Herbert now. Got his man. It's Warren. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
11 more yards. That's
Justin Herbert looking to pass. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 9.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
5-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Willis. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back Jalen Warren headed back onto the field. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught by Addison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
3 more yards.
Herbert throwing again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
A handoff for Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. And they'll begin by running the option. Powerful running. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Broncos, 1st down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Broncos had 2 and 14 in what's been a tough year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Araiza is on the punt here as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as they'll look to add to them with another drive here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, that is incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 106 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. Willis looking to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Willis. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Gets around him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
14 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Willis out of the gun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
3rd down and 13. To throw, here's Willis. Brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Odafe Oweh so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Herbert. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for L.A. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
6. And the Broncos 1st down.
Back to throw Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal.
We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied knots, doesn't he?
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling no pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Back to throw here, Herbert. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it, Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Chargers
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
second down and 10.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
He's not out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, Herbert. Madison hauls it in. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Jordan Addison. A gain of 9 brings up.
Here's one. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Los Angeles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
142 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Willis on the option to the right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Willis takes a hit, and the ball is free. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Here's Herbert. Pass complete to Addison. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Jordan Addison. 5 yards on the play.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Now it's Herbert. Now he's going to see it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Odafe Owe able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Willis on the option to the right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
First down. First and 10.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Clinton Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
A 14-yard gain. It's fourth down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Shifts by him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Willis on the sweep. And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Willis looks to pass it here. Now, he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Willis looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Broncos first down.
On the draw is Taylor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Quinnen Williams getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now run to Warren. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Herbert now. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Willis. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 16, a minute 13 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Able to find Mims. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert going to throw.
32-yard line.
That one into the hands of Flowers. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
3rd down and 2.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 12.
And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Herbert. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reynolds. Here's 1st down. Herbert to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. One last throw here for Herbert. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.